Well, how do how do people sign up? What is that process? Is there an application process? Do we have to be vetted? How easy or hard is it to join?
No, that's great. So, man, you're just asking all the right questions. Look at you. It's like you're a professional, this clip. EDPA.com is the website, and there's very easy to navigate. There's some cool videos. You can see more about some of the things we're talking about in galleries and pictures of events we've done. Easy application and registration process. Dasher Lowe, the executive director, any of the officers, if you go to EDPA on LinkedIn, you'll see a ton of people there. Hit me up on LinkedIn, and I'll make sure you get kind of an intro pack about it. But chances are, if you're already in an industry and you're listening to this, you probably already know somebody who's a member. I have more friends of mine that come up to me and go, "Man, I know we haven't joined yet, or we let our membership lapse. I've just been so busy." And I feel bad for them because they really don't know what they're missing. They're great. I'm thinking of one in particular. I won't name you, but your business is killing it. But your people, and you've got probably 70 or 80 employees, you're just you so you get together on your company picnic and you guys go bowling, and there's cliques and little friends that hang out together. But I'm telling you, take half a dozen members of your leadership team and come to an EDPA event. You know what I've learned, Khalil? It makes us all feel better. It sort of validates this crazy life that we've chosen, which is deadline driven, warp speed. You got to be part crisis junkie because that's what we do when we're at show site solving problems with all these variables that are hard to corral. But when you get to talk to and meet your species of people that go, "Oh my God, I thought I was the only one." No, there's a lot of us that do this. And then that's when the fun starts as you start comparing notes about vendors and resources in strange cities that you can plug into that make your job easier, which make you look better to your customer and your colleagues and your coworkers. So that really is, I can't. So full disclosure, I think my membership at the size I am is about $2,200 or $2,300 a year, which sounds like
Yeah.
a lot. I used to think it was a lot, but when I started, it was $850. That's how much my business has grown. And oh, by the way, I probably spend an average of another $20,000 or $25,000 a year, which I never would have imagined doing that.
Mhm.
But with sponsorships and travels to send my people, I don't send everybody, but maybe the high achievers, or sometimes we use it as an incentive. But the management team of the key 4 or 5 people, they get to go regularly to these events, and they come back just jazzed and recharged because they get to talk to their peers. I don't care if you're operations or your sales and marketing or you're creative and you're interacting with the designers. There's something about connecting with your peers and validating the career choice you made. Lots of opportunity for recognition, and it's I Cleo and I were joking, and if you're not watching and where you can see my expression and you're listening, someone just hit me up today with an email that said I was nominated for one of the top, most 100 influential people in the industry, and I'm going, well, there's that, Khalil. I'm going to need a crown and a robe to prance around with. But you know what? That just comes from being in service to others, which so many
Yeah.
of our listeners here are already that. They're doing it at their company level or at their local level. And if that's your thing and you're passionate about that, why not add one more thing and get involved at an
Yeah.
industry level? So, but yeah, it's a
Well,
great community to join.
yeah, I think with any association or group, whatever, you get out of it what you put into it. So obviously, it's not just about registering, it's about showing up, it's about being present at the events, it's about connecting with people. So if I had to give reasons for why you should join the EDPA, I think you don't know what you don't know. And by being a part of an association like this, you're going to be at the forefront of what's happening in the industry. You're going to be able to see your blind spots more clearly, and you're going to be able to be at the front edge of what's happening in the industry for your company and take your company to better places because of that. I think on another level, you're going to be able to train your workforce with better education, better resources, and better knowledge at a much better rate than you are if you're just doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
And I think, on top of that, your network is your net worth is a common phrase.
Mm.
And this is only going to add to your network in a positive way. It's not going to take away from it. It's going to get you into some circles that you probably wouldn't be in otherwise. And because of that, your net worth as both a, owner, manager, leader, and as a company will improve because of that. So those are some things that I think are just kind of, listening to you for the last 30 minutes, highlight and stick out to me as why someone should join. Have I missed anything, Chris?
No, you know what? You just said it, right? Look, it's a global economy, right?
Mm.
And you're not everywhere. And your clients do go everywhere, right? So
Yeah.
as good as your company is, we need each other to fulfill our customers' projects. I don't care if you're traveling across the US, but you're gonna need a labor partner, right? That's gonna help take care of them in San Diego, right? Or you're gonna need an AV company, or you could ship it cross country and realize you'll end up spending twice the cost. So, as again, I've been in my own business for over 30 years. There was a time that we did everything and we shipped everything. Business is too fast. The brand side clients are going to too many faraway places, right? You've got to develop your own personal network. And here's the last thing I'll say. We used to be an industry at the EDPA, an association where we sold stuff, right, that we built. And now you know what we're selling? People are paying us to deliver experiences between their brand and their customers. And if it's about experiences, that means there's usually a collection of service. You can be competitive at your core offering, but you're going to have to offer additional support services and complementary things to help them with the whole project. That's how you keep good customers. Those are the kind of customers that you want. So, you know, global footprint, you can't be everywhere. You might as well, you know, how do I find and plug into that network of resources? Like you said, it's your network is your net worth. And I can tell you as a guy that's a grunt on the service side of things, you've heard me say it before on the show. We're in an industry. It's not what you know, and it's not just who you know. It's what you know about who you know. It's not
Yeah.
enough that I know a guy that does AV in Las Vegas or in New York. I need to know enough about that person that they're really good and that I
Mhm.
can co-sign for them and call them. And oh, by the way, if I've met them at an EDPA event, I know they'll take my call, right? And there's a personal connection there. So again, the money that I spend is just I'm going to spend it anyway to go travel and see people one on one. Might as well have some fun with it and do it at a
Yeah.
larger event. What EDPA does, it will create these networking events and give us a very fun, comfortable setting to get together and talk about things we would normally try and do one on one. So rant over about why you should join EDPA, but
Mhm.
like I said, hit me up on LinkedIn. You can go to edpa.com and read a little bit more about that. There's some awards coming up at the annual event, which is a lot of fun to see the people that you meet succeed and get to see their work showcase. And that's always fun.